Kev, currently down in Cornwall, where I've been since Monday, your neck of the woods. How much are you enjoying being back?
Yeah, lovely. I mean, you can see when the weather's nice, it's a great place to be. If it was raining and wet and windy, I think we wouldn't be saying the same. But it's good for the players, team bonding, a lot of new players. Obviously, we had a little bit of a social last night. Everyone was stuck together, so it's perfect to get the group, settled and bedded in.
And just touching on Monday's game at Mousehole, 4-1 win, a nice welcome, great facilities for us to train on there as well. So it was a good couple of days there.
Yeah, obviously that's Nico's legacy, I think, Mousehole. So the pitch is superb down there. The training facilities, what we've got there is second to none for that level. So we know the surface. We weren't going to pick up any injuries. Mousehole are a good footballing team, so we knew it would be a good test for us. And we came out 4-1. We could have won it by more. Obviously, the goal, we want to keep clean sheets, which was a bit of a disappointment, but that's something to build on.
And the fun activities continue this afternoon with a bit of coast steering, I think it's called, a bit of cliff jumping. How'd that come about? Was that a Les thing?
Yeah, that's a Les Super Mario Marine style drill. Again, it's a bit of team building, bit of fun. I think they're going cave diving and all that. I mean, I'm not sure if that's for me, to be honest. A bit claustrophobic on that. So, but yeah, it's again something out of their comfort zone where the lads have got to, give their all, and I'm sure they will.
How'd you say they then? And I'm assuming you won't be donning the wetsuit to be doing it then?
I think I could get harpooned if I put a wetsuit on.
Have you, with your ties down here, have you been sort of telling people about the best bits and everything?
Well, sounding awful, I'm not sure there is any best bits. But no, I mean, like I was born here, I left here at the age of 18, 19, came back through COVID for 3 years, lived down here. It's lovely, like I said, when the sun's out, it's a lovely place. The beach, it's obviously the calm side of the coast. If you go to Newquay, you got the surfing. So for me, it's quite a chilled out area.
And the great news for you this week is that Joe Whitworth has come in as our number one. What was it about Joe that you guys wanted to bring him to the club?
Similar to Vil, really. I spoke to Dave Cooper, who's the 21s coach at Palace, in great depth. Spoke to 2 or 3 people, Dean Kiley. They couldn't speak highly enough of Joe as a character, as a personality. And that's what we saw in Vil to start with when he was at Burton, even though he had a tough time. It was everything else he brought to the game, and Joe's excellent with his feet. I don't want to tempt fate, but his passing range and his organisation. He's played for Palace in 2 Premier League games. He's 20 years of age, and I'm sure he's going to just improve and help us, and we'll build at the back with him, and hopefully he'll have a good season.
I guess your links with Palace must have helped there as well.
I'm not too sure on that. I went on strike there, so I'm not sure whether that really helped, but it was with Dave Cooper. I mean, it's a real it's a tough one to find the right keeper. And like I say, myself and Sam Barrell went up and looked at him in May. They played in a Premier League International Cup final, and he did everything that I'd hope he would do. Very organised, good talker. For a 20-year-old lad, he's super confident. So hopefully he'll take that into us.
And some great news last night for Villa as well, moving to Celtic on a permanent deal. I guess it would be great for him to kind of challenge himself there.
Yeah, obviously I spoke to Vil. He's absolutely buzzing. Could have gone to Charlton. He was sort of waiting for the Celtic thing to happen, I think, for a while. And it's a no-brainer. He's going there. Not only financially life-changing, but to go to a club of that stature. Europe. I mean, Schmeichel's there, but he's 38 years of age, and Vil can learn unbelievably, so much goalkeeping knowledge from him. And once Vil plays, I mean, I'm sure he'll play 8, 10, 12 games this year in cup games, and maybe games after they've played in Europe. And I've said to him, just be yourself, don't be anything different than what you were here. Character-wise, again, brilliant. But yeah, I'm really pleased for him. Such a humble guy. Obviously, I spoke to Imi, and Imi's like he says exactly the same. So he couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, to be honest.
And Friday trip to face Yeovil, on paper probably looks like the toughest pre-season game we've had so far. I mean, what are the guys kind of looking to get out of that?
It'll be a bit different. Obviously, in the games that we've had so far, we've expected to have a lot of the ball. Yeovil will probably have a bit more of the ball than what the previous teams have in the first 3 games. So it'll be a different challenge defensively for us. Stadium, there'll be more people in there. I think I saw they got beat last night by Rovers, I think 3-0. So it'll be a different type of game. The lads have had now 3 sort of games under their belts, so they've got fitter match-wise. Know more about the shape, how we want to play and how we want to press and stuff. So it'll be a really good test for us. And obviously, Sonny going back. Hopefully Sonny's fit. He's going back to Yeovil where he did great on loan last year. So it's looking forward to it. I think the lads are, once we get back tomorrow from here, we'll go again Friday.
And hopefully a chance for City fans to see Joe in action for the first time.
Yeah, that's the plan. Joe to play again. He's looking forward to it. I mean, he's seen how well he's bedded in with the players in the 3 days he's been here. He's settled in so easy. It's quite tough, to come down and be a 20-year-old kid to just blend in with a group. But he's done great, and what I've seen of him in training so far, really looking forward to working with him.
And after this game, we've got 2 behind closed doors games coming up. So I guess it'll be, great to have that experience where there'll be a decent crowd and it'll feel more like a proper match day.
Yeah, like the Friday game, there'll be a good crowd at Yeovil. So again, it's just one of those games where we have to go in, and it's almost like a league game, if you like, because they'll go at full tempo. I would imagine they'll want to get beat. They won't want to get beat, and we want to put on a performance because last year, the first big game we had was down at Torquay, and we got battered, and we don't want to repeat of that.
Brilliant. Thank you, Kev.
No problem.